Hey friends, happy Wednesday, happy hump day. We are halfway through the week. Congratulations if you are still standing. My name is Robin and I'm with Robin's Egg Glue Creations, and I'm also an independent designer with Couture. Once you hop on tonight's live or you hop on the replay at a later date, please feel free to say hi in the comments and tell me where you are watching from. I happen to be in central Kansas. It's rainy and dreary, but for the wheat harvest, we do need all the rain we can get. I'm also live in 2 locations, so if you hear me refer to a comment that is not in your feed, that person may be viewing and watching from a different platform. And as always, if you like what you see in this project tonight and you think others should see it, please feel free to spread the craft love all over Facebook and YouTube. Hit that heart button, hit that like button, tag your crafty friends and invite them to watch along with you. Not only does that help my channel be seen by new people, but that also tells the algorithms on those platforms that you like this kind of content, and they will start pushing out more content like this to you. So it helps both of us if you would do all of that. And with that, I need to figure out my comments. I do not think are working again. I don't know why. We do check some. Just checking some settings to make sure I don't have anything disconnected. I'm trying to pull up my other phone that I have in here. Does not have Facebook on it. So I don't know what I'm going to do. So hold on just a moment. And my phone is up there, so that doesn't do me any good. Nope. Jason just texted me. If you could get my iPad from upstairs, that might help. It should be in the little black bag on the chair. My comments are not coming through. I don't know what's going on. But I want to see what you're all saying.
It's 10%.
Okay, I've got a few chargers down here. Thank you. Thank you. I'll figure that out later. Okay. Plug this in. Okay, so I think we can get started. Just plug this in. So I guess I should have been turn that volume down. You can see by the graphics we had another launch today. It is called Most Requested 2025. So I don't refer to it very often, but as a customer of Couture, as Perks members, as designers, we have the ability to put in requests for specific projects. If there's a transfer you want to see, if there's a specific paste color that you want but we may not have, fun little crafty tools. There is a form that you can submit those ideas to Couture. So they've taken a lot of the suggestions and a lot of ideas based on past products as well, and they have come up with this collection called Most Requested. And you can see some of the graphics in the little slideshow that's playing. So some of them are re-released. Transfers are re-released as a different size. For example, the Apple Orchard transfer that was a size D 18 by 24 transfer last fall that was super popular. It has now been re-released as an 8 by 12. There is a Stay Wild with Wildflowers that was previously an A size. Now it's a B size. They have brought back the Helping Heroes transfer. So it's a cute little 13 transfer collection that just launched today. There is also, try to, I don't want to watch myself. I want to see comments. There's also a few ways to save some money. I also announced as of Monday that transfer prices have gone up by $2, but there are a few ways to bypass that. You can take advantage of the tariff sale. So there are lots of transfers and product on my chalk site that are 40 to 70% off. And those are staying at those original price points, and you can save 40 to 70% on those. So that's one way to save some money. Another way to save a little bit of money is the 4th through the 6th. I can't read if it's the 4th. Let me check my other. I can't see if it's the 6th or the 8th. My eyes are too old. 4th through the 6th. Couture is offering free shipping. And that is ground shipping only, and that is up to a value of $25. So if your shipping amount would exceed the free $25, then you would be charged for anything over $25. But that is another way to save some money with those increased transfer prices. The third way to save is with the Perks membership program. So you pay $20 a month for that. But you get a $20 product credit and you save 30%. So basically, it's a free membership once you pay in your money, and then you get your product credit back, and you can save 30% off of retail prices. So that would offset, plus a little more, those transfer price increases. So if you were on the fence about being a Perks member, now would be a perfect time to become a Perks member. So with that, and I don't know, I still cannot see any comments. So I don't mean to be ignoring you, but I see nothing. So, ugh. Yeah, I don't have any comments. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera and let's get this cute little project started. Oops. Uh-oh. I boo-booed. Let's go to this scene. Here then. Sorry about that. I'm going to have to fix this. I don't know if that's going to work. Um, Technology is not my friend. Okay. Let's see. Fart. Okay. Is my sound back for just a moment? So I have sound with my front-facing camera. Can anybody verify that? Okay. So it's when I switch to the overhead. So my problem is my phone is dying. So I was trying to go incognito so that I could plug my phone in. Let's see. Okay, now. Okay, I'm going to switch to the overhead camera, and will you tell me if how about now? Do I have audio? Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Do I have audio now? Hello, hello? Hello? Can you hear me now? Ah, yay! So does this work for everybody? Okay, perfect. The show can go on. Now I know what I need to do in the future, so that's kind of how we learn things, right? Okay, back to the regularly scheduled program. Perfect. Bonita says she hears me now. Okay, so I have a 5x7 cutting board, and I'm going to create, if you like this project at the end, I'm going to create some bundles with I have some extra 5x7 cutting boards. We're also going to be using number 0 and number 20 wood biscuits, and as you can see, I have a ton, so I'd be willing to share via some bundles, cutting boards and biscuits for a low price. And then the transfer we're going to be using is it's the Welcome to Our Patch. It is still available. It's been in and out of the sale category. It should be available. It's a great evergreen plus seasonal holiday transfer because it comes with the fall leaf, the pine cone, the evergreen bough, a strawberry, which would be perfect for spring and summer, a heart, which would be perfect for Valentine's Day, a pumpkin, and a nut, which would cover fall. So you've got all of the holidays and seasons and evergreen stuff that you would like. And then our colors that we're going to be using are Cherry, Vanilla, and Home, which was last month's color of the month. You could also use Midnight if you don't have Home. So I think to get started, let me put that away because I don't need it. Because if I don't, I'll lose it. Let's prepare our transfer for usage. So because these are reusable transfers, we need to mark the back side somehow. Because I need to make sure that I put the transfer back on the carrier sheet on the right side when I go to store it away for its next use. You'll also notice that it has trim lines. You can cut your transfer all apart and the backer sheet, but I like to keep my backer sheet intact. So I'm just going to lift up. Oh, it's already been done. So I don't know why I haven't used it yet. I bet I did use this one. So anyway, I just score mine apart like this. So I just lift up. I'll try it on another piece. I just lift up this portion and I score down the trim lines just like that. And I just remembered, I bet you have a star of some sort in your stash, or a star is easy to draw out. So you could even add a star where the leaf is to make it patriotic. So it would go all the way from Memorial Day all the way through Labor Day. Just a side note there. So we're going to peel this off. I'm going to put that over here. And I don't think I'm going to wax. I don't believe I need to. I'm not even going to fuzz. We're just going to fly by the seat of our pants tonight. We've already had enough issues. Let's get this project started. Okay, so let's get our vanilla out. And if you didn't want vanilla, you could certainly use bright white. You could use bright white. But I'm not going to. So let's get our paste open. But I kind of wanted to do a little bit of primitive. It's not totally my wheelhouse, but so I'm just going to add a little bit of paste to my squeegee. And this is just going to be our background detail. You could use a pretty floral. You could use a polka dot. You could use, like if you have a buffalo plaid, it would look really cute with a leopard. So just go through your background stencils and see what you have. So I'm just evening out my squeegee lines, making sure all of my design is covered. I'm going to put the excess back in my jar. And we are done with that color. I'm going to go ahead and wash this off. Otherwise, it might be a week before it gets cleaned. My squeegees are always the last thing to get cleaned. And then we're going to pull that off. I probably should have gone with a bolder background, but we'll see. I'm going to put that over here. I'm going to go ahead and my water basin is full of dirty squeegees. So we're just going to clean this one right here. So I just sprayed it with a little bit of regular water. I happen to have a few of these spray bottles, so this one just has regular water in it. I haven't had it clog yet. It's done fine. But I have some red washi tape, so that means it's red, or it's real water, regular water. I'm just going to wash this off. It's the only one we're using. Get it clean now. And then I won't have to worry about it later. Or at least get it some semblance of clean. It's not perfect, but at least it won't. It'll make it a little easier to clean later. Okay. So let's dry off our area. Okay, I'm going to put this to the side and let it dry. Oops. And then I think we're done with our squeegees. Trying to get in the habit of putting things away when I'm done. That way I don't have such a pile up. Okay, so I just pulled out an old cardboard package. You can just use a random piece of cardboard. You could literally probably just tape this to your mat as well. But we're going to paint these, and this is about the easiest way to paint any kind of cutout. I'm using some really cheap washi tape. So I'm just folding the corner over, kind of like you'd make for if you're making a loop of tape. And I'm going to fold this end over like that. And this is overkill, but then you can tape the little ends down so they don't come undone. This is super cheap washi from the Dollar Tree. I don't like it. You can probably see why. So I added it to my crafting stash for masking tape. So then I have my biscuits here. It's just going to help hold them down. While we paint them. And I think I'm going to get a green out. That's not a pretty color. I'm going to grab some acrylic paint. I have a ton of that. It's a good color. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my cherry and my home. To paint these. I'm just going to add a little bit of water to these tinfoil lids. I have my paintbrushes. So I'm just going to do one flower with 3 number 20s and then a flower of 3 number zeros, and then a flower of 2 zeros, and then these 2 are going to be my leaves. And I need to look at my inspiration photo really quick. So this was a Lexi Lee Creations project, and I'm totally stealing it from her. Red, blue, and red. Okay. Okay, so let's do this. This is probably going to be a mess. I should probably go a little darker for primitive, but this is what we're doing. I'm just going to roughly get the sides. I probably should have sanded these. They're a little rough around the edges, but we can always sand them after we paint them. Very similar to the other. This tape probably isn't the best, but you can always just do this too. It works. Okay, let those dry. We'll do these 2. And if you, the graphics on the screen right now are of the Majesty. Is that what it's called? Yes. The Purple Majesty color of the month. I ordered mine today, so you can unlock the ability to purchase the color of the month while supplies last with a $75 order. And if you are a Perks member, you could, I believe you can get that at 30% off as well. And of course, as a designer, you can also get it at your 40% off designer pricing. So again, that's another way that you can save money by joining the Perks program. Use that crafty math, because it ends up pretty much being a wash. And you can use, I think you can apply your, just kind of think about if you want to be a Perks member and a club member. In essence, you can kind of use your $20 product credit for your Club Couture subscription. It doesn't quite work that way, but in your mind it can. So you'd be paying your $20 Perks membership fee plus your, I believe it's like maybe $17 for your Club Couture subscription. So that's roughly $37. So you'd get $20 of that back. And you'd save 30% every time you shopped. You have no sales minimums. You don't have to build a team. You just get to enjoy the product at 30% off. And in this economy, who doesn't want to save 30%? Okay. Oops. I can see a spot I missed. Okay, so let's do our green. I'm going to get a color tray out. So this is, I just grabbed the first green that looked like it would work. That won't work. This is Forest Green from Deco Art. It's a little better. And we'll do our two little leaves down here. I did put a cart link in the description for the Couture products that I used. I also have a link to the Perks membership program and the Club Couture program in the description. I mean, you can do both. Benita says, being a Perks member instead of a club member, though, I'd miss out on some of the special transfers only available to club members. I mean, ideally, you could do both. Like I was saying, you would have your monthly $20 Perks membership fee, and then I believe the Club Couture membership for Perks members is like $17.59 or something like that. So just say $18. So that would be $28 total, and then you get a $20 product credit back on that. So 20 plus 18 would be 38. You get your $20 back, so it would only be 18. It would be basically the cost of less than the cost of what you're paying as a Club Couture member right now, and you would always save 30% on anything that you purchase. So if you purchase on a monthly basis, you'd be saving $30 every time you order. $21.97. That's what you're paying right now. So yeah. So basically 22 plus 18. Now you're up. 22 plus 18 is, I can't think right now. 22 plus 18 is, you're up to 40. So by the time it's all said and done, you would be paying a little bit less than what you're paying just as a Club Couture subscriber right now, if you did both, because of that $20 product credit. If you want to do crafty math, that's kind of how it works. I think it's a win-win. I am not pressuring anybody to do it, but it's just another way to save a little bit of money, especially with the cost of transfers going up by $2 a piece. That's just my 2 cents. Definitely something to think about. Definitely something to think about. And keep in mind, you said you were worried about not getting Club Couture promotions. But right now, you're missing out on, there are some months that there are Perks member and designer member only perks. So right now you're missing out on those. Okay, I'm going to flip this around to make sure I haven't missed. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. I see where I've missed, which it's not a terrible deal. I'm going to be sanding the edges anyway, but I think we're pretty good. I'm going to leave it at that. I did bring some water over so that my brushes don't get so stiff. Just to get some of that paste off. Put those away. I'm going to try to clean some of the paste off of those tinfoil lids so I don't waste it. Put all this away. Okay, so let's hit those with a little bit of air. Get my glue gun out because I'll need that. I'm going to figure out why I'm not getting any comments up there. Oh well. I did want to put some of that back in. Done with that. I think those are pretty good. So now I'm just going to go quickly. I'm going to sand around each one now that we meticulously painted them. Give them a little bit of a These I bought from Menards, but there are some that I've mixed in there that I bought from Harbor Freight, and they're pretty rough around the edges, if you can see that. So I just want to get some of that rough edge off of them. And, you know, I just like the look of sanded edges. last ones. Getting the hand workout. Okay. Put that down. Now we're going to bring that back in. Yeah, I kind of wished I would have done a bolder background, but I think this will work. And I probably need to find some sort of other embellishment, but this will work. Okay, so we're going to make tulips out of these, just like that. And we're going to do the blue one. White. Guess I do that, don't I? And then this one is just going to be. Oh. Hey, Miss Ashley. And then I'm going to get my miter pliers, miter cutter. I'll look at my photo again. Yeah, I wished I'd have done a bolder pattern on the back, but oh well. Wait, that's different. So she printed it this way. That looks a little more tulipish. There, that looks better. I'm wondering if I should wax my how did they? This one was like this. So then I'm going to have a stem here, and a stem here. And then we'll do a leaf. Okay. I also probably need to get some twine. I don't know if that's too thick for a stem. I think that'll work. Okay. So I'm just going to use this thicker twine for a stem. So I'm just going to cut my pieces roughly. I should probably glue on my tulips before I cut them, but okay. Let's I think that'll work. Okay, so let's glue this one. Should probably use I'm just going to get out my fabric tech. I'll use a little bit of both. not heated up enough. Okay, so I put that first one down. And then, I don't know, this isn't very instant, I don't think. I'm going to give this a whirl. I may regret it. Yeah, I've actually, when I originally made the Jenga block wood pumpkins, I used Fabri-Tac because it does say right here, bonds, fabrics, lace, glass, leather, wood, and trims. Because it's fairly fast drying. But yeah, I've used it before on those Jenga pumpkins. Probably not fast drying enough. I should probably use my tight bond, but this was handy. You just have to be careful if you have painted fingernails, because it doesn't say that it has acetone in it, but you can smell that it has acetone in it, and it will eat your nail polish off. Ask me how I know. But since I'm getting my nails done tomorrow, I'm not concerned about that. It's not drying very fast. Let me just stick to what my hot glue gun. Just wasn't heating up fast enough. It's not heating up very well at all. There it went. Okay, so let's get this back out. Okay, so let's glue our stem on. It'll be perfect for this twine. Okay, let's do that one first. Let's kind of just do it down this way. I'm going to bring it down toward that one. Okay. add the last stem. Oops, it's still drying. Just gonna kind of pat it down. Okay, now let's get, yeah, I don't like that background very well, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna take my miter pliers, miter cutter. Let's see if it goes, it may not even go through. Oh no, it won't. It's not gonna go through. Oh, yeah, nope. I thought it would go through. Not even close. So we'll just stick it right there. We'll just use the whole thing. I wonder if I should add more. That leaf is, that's too, is that too big for right there? I think it'll work there. They're all still kind of drying. It still needs some embellishments, but I'm not very good at embellishments. Let's see. Let's look at my inspiration photo again. They don't have much. I had a cute little tag. I'm trying to think. How about a fabric scrap bow? Let's see what kind of fabric I have. Oops. Actually, dig through my scrap bin. Maybe we can make something out of it. Some little ivory. Wish I had some cream in here. But I don't. That got some out of there though. I bet I have some cream somewhere. Just digging in my bins back here. White. Let's see. That might work. Here's a few more. I found some blue and white gingham. I found some white lace. Let's see what we can make of that. Ashley says so pretty. Definitely doesn't look like the inspiration pic, but that's okay. But thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm just going to tear this if I can. Just some smaller. Nope. Too small. That works. And then just kind of guesstimating. Use those. Got some of this ribbon. It's going to be a small bow, but this might be a bit too thick. I think we'll just stick to that. Let's see if I can thin out some of this denim a little bit. It does not tear. I've learned that. So I'm just going to cut it into little strips. And see if we can use some of that. We'll try 4. Let's see, this is my longest piece. So let's use that to tie on the top. I know it's white and everything. We used vanilla, but I'm just going to use what I have here. So I'm going to tie that tight. Oh, fart. It's a good thing it was long to start with. Don't pull too tight. That'll happen. Still wiggling a little bit, but okay, so let's is that what I want to do? Start layering. Just kind of layer in a little X. Let's fold that in half. I'm going to keep these 2 little ivory ones up near the top. One, they're super short. And 2, that way the ivory color will be near the top. To put it that way. I'm not going to use that. So then I'm just going to use this to tie it all on. That'll kind of help bunch all of it up. This will definitely be a messy bow. Ah, I did it again. Let's just use this. Let's use the thinner one. Let's just use the thinner one. It can be fixed. We got this. Okay, let's try that again. But we'll use twine this time. It's a little bit more. Hopefully this will catch everything. So I'm just going to retie it and hope that I caught everything. I think I did. I'll just trim that. So it kind of blends in a little bit. And then if something's too long, you can either pull it through or trim it. Okay, I think that's pretty cute. It's a little floppy, but it's still cute. I could probably go in and, they're not dry. Put in a little bit of glue underneath there. But it'll work. Okay, I think that is done. Put all that away. To trim this off right down here. It's not perfect. It's still drying. But it's kind of cute. I do wish the background was a little more bold, but it is what it is. So let's go back to this one. And I'll gently, it's not totally dry yet, but that's what it looks like. Super cute. Jason says he loves it. Thank you. Benita says she likes it a lot, and I think the background is adorable. Well, thank you. Let me download my inspiration pick. Let's go over here, layers. What do I need to, oh. I don't know how I could do that. Let's see. Oh, here I can. Is that gonna work? Oh, here we go. I'm just gonna put this over. This is my inspiration pick. This is from Lexi Lee Creations. So she used a bolder floral pattern in the background, and her colors were a little darker, and she used some wax. But I think that one is super cute as well. So that's my inspiration. Go check out her page. I don't know what they do. How do I get that on? Oh, there we go. Okay, and then here's ours. I added the leaves. It'd be cute to do a little tag or something somewhere, but I do think it's cute. It's not only patriotic, but it's also just kind of a summer addition to like a tiered tray. because of the tulips. I think it's super cute. Okie doke. If you Benita says she just found the Lexi you were talking about. I like the stuff she does. I figured you would. She does a lot of primitive. Ashley says, I agree. The background is adorable. Oh, well, thanks, Benita. She says she likes my background better. Thank you. You know, when you see a project and you have it in your head and then you do your own version and it just doesn't look right, you all know that feeling. That's what I'm experiencing, but I do love all of your kind words, so thank you, thank you, thank you. The next couple of weeks, my schedule's going to be a little erratic. I know I will not be live this weekend because we will be out of town, and then I will probably only be live one on Monday of next week because we'll be out of town again at the end of the week for personal things. So I'll sign off for this week, but I will see you next Monday with another cute project. But I thank you so much for hanging with me during my tech issues tonight and for helping me create this. I hope you got some tips and tricks, and if you make something like this, I would love to see your version of it. And don't forget, I will build some bundles with my extra cutting boards and some joiner biscuits, so be looking for that post if you would like to. If you don't have any of this in your stash, I can help you out for a fairly reasonable price. So be looking for that. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. I will see you on my next crafty video. Thanks for watching.